this. You didn't understand why people didn't like you, why people were attacking you, why people were competing with you. You weren't even competing with them. You were just showing up and being yourself. But understand, you alone are amazing. You really are. You are a total package. And so you showing up on your worst day is a lot of competition for other people. Okay. So the song that I've heard so clearly is All That Jazz. And that's just kind of like about, loving your life, like going out, I'm going to rouge my knees and pull my stockings down. Like, yeah, like, let's go have some fun. And like the ending is like, oh, I'm no one's wife, but I love my life. Or like there's another part like, did you hear her baby's queer for all that jazz? So it's just like, it's time to like have fun. Like you have stepped into this like new energy where like things are shifting and things are changing and like you know this inside and you know the work you're doing, but now it's time to like let it reflect some, like enjoy your life. Like yes, you work hard, but don't forget to enjoy your life. Don't forget to have fun and let your hair down, go out and listen to music. And it doesn't always have to be clubs. People always talk about clubs. You don't have to go to clubs. Like you can go, a lot of places have like live bands, like you can do things like that. But I'm definitely gonna feel like it's time to go crazy, like, get crazy about all that jazz, like have fun, the things that light you up about being social. Like I pulled out this deck, and it's about to say social butterfly, and it's like, yeah, like go be a social butterfly. It's time to release all the burdens, and also crickets. Crickets are a big thing right now. I'm seeing crickets everywhere. And because I'm seeing them everywhere, I like had to look up what they mean. And they are a sign of good luck and abundance. So maybe that's why you need to go out. You might have some good luck going out. You might meet your future partner. And this partner cannot just be romantic. It can be, a business partner, someone you might go into business with. You may be looking to network, but you need to get out there and do it. Get out there and have some fun. Put yourself out there. You have this personality that is just like addicting. Like people are attracted to you. And because you went through this transformation, this shift, you kind of got serious a little bit and you forgot about the fun part. And, we all need fun in life. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we got the Visionary of Fire, 3 of Air, and the 6 of Water. And that's kind of like validating kind of what I was just saying. Don't watch the fire, be the fire. Yes! Okay, I love that. I like that. So, the visionary fire is the king of wands, and it's about that passion, that fire, that energy. That's what I'm saying. Getting it back, getting your passion back, getting your sparkle back, getting your like, yeah, I can do it. Even if I don't know it, I can do it. Like, you know stuff. Like, be confident in the things you know. Be confident in the work that you have done. Like, you are radiating. Don't watch the fire, be the fire. Be the fire. Light things on fire. Be that light for everyone to see. Like I said, I know you had some real heartbreak, that 3 of air, making this transition. You may have had to break up with someone. You may have to end friendships. You may have had to move. You may have had to lose a job, move from, change jobs. There's been real heartbreak in your life. Things that you possibly thought you would be doing forever, or people you possibly knew you would do forever, be people you would possibly be talking to and associate forever. That's not happening. Well, you realize that couldn't happen. The paths were you were not aligned with these people. Y'all's paths were in line. You guys were a season. And there was a reason for that season, but now that season has passed. And like I said, it's best for you and you're proud of yourself for making decisions, but it still takes time to heal those wounds. It still takes time to heal the heart and get over the fact that these people no longer exist in your world. But that's also why I feel like the 6 of water is out here. It's like a mix of things. Like, yes, you're thinking about the past and people from the past, but also you're thinking about what were the things before you went through all this heartache, before like you had to get serious about life, before you grew up. What were the things you enjoyed doing? What were the things that lit you on fire? You were a very like, bright child. And not like bright in the smart sense, but you could be that too. More so like you just had this energy as a child where like Other children want to play with you, even grown adults want to play with you. You just have this magnetism. You lit the world on fire. And so that's what I'm saying. Stop watching the fire, be the fire. You light the world on fire. So get out there and burn the world down. Burn it to glory, baby. Start remembering the things that make you happy. Like, I just keep hearing all that jazz. Get out there and do it. So what if you, and I know when people reach certain age, certain level, people are all like, well, are you dating? Are you in a relationship? Are you married? Do you own this? Do you own that? Like, leave all that alone. Like, that's why I love the last part of the song where it's like, yeah, I'm nobody's wife, but I love my life. You don't have to be anybody's significant anything to be significant to yourself, to love yourself. People don't validate you. You validate yourself. You don't need another person for you to know that, your wife material, your husband material. You don't need a person to validate that. You know that. You know you are that material. And when the right person comes along that matches your energy, then it'll happen. Like, people get so caught up in wanting to be with somebody. Something just flew off. Okay, so I'm like, I'm on target there. Okay. People get so caught up in wanting to have somebody and wanting to have this image that we've created. But, like, do you really want it for yourself, or are you doing something because it's expected of you? That's what society says. I feel like if you're really meant to be with somebody, you have to have trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in the Most High that He will send that person your way. It'll be fated. And until that happens, enjoy your life. Like, enjoy your life. There are other things to focus on other than being a significant anything. There are other things in life to be worried about, whether you own a house, whether you drive a Mercedes. Like, are there children eating? Can you give someone a ride who needs a ride? Can you help the energy that you would invest into building up your partner? Can you invest it in, at least in America, we have the educational system. Like, there are plenty of kids you can invest in. You can be a mentor. You can go coach. There are so many things. And it doesn't always have to be the children. It could be the homeless. You can volunteer. There are so many things you can do. And you have that type of energy where I'm getting, like, when you were younger, you were a child, you always wanted to help everybody. That's why people were attracted to you. And when you have that type of energy, it's definitely towards someone else. And you got, like, the three of water. And it's like, yeah, it's like celebration, like, but it's also like remembering, like, so when we were talking about the younger child, it's like, waking up to, like, who you are, like, coming out of this cup and, like, people holding you up and celebrating you. Like, you are something to be celebrated, and not just because of all the good deeds you do, and not because you always want to help people, but because you genuinely are a good person. You deserve to celebrate yourself. That's why I say take yourself out. Take yourself out, boo. Like, say, let people see you, or, let you see yourself. Like, be out there, like, just living it up. Like, enjoy your life. You have managed to escape. I know you've felt heartbreak, but there are things that possibly could have been a lot harder to get over, more devastating. You were removed from that. Something told you. Your intuition, the Most High, science told you to remove from that. And so now that you are removed from that, yes, you're healing, but understand that that's still worth celebrating. You survived. You escaped. You know how many people sometimes don't escape certain situations, or don't ever see their worth or value, or think, the number of people that I have seen, like, married people, much older, let's say 50 and older, married people, they're like, they just like their significant other or their partner. And they're like, well, if I was younger and I thought about it, I would have done it different, but it was a different time. And it's just like, even still growing up in my time, like, even though things are changing and things are becoming more acceptable, I still get a lot of flack. Like, when people are like, why are you single? And it makes it seem like I'm crazy. Like, it's my choice. Like, I'm out here matching energy. I'm trying to find a match. And if you aren't a match, let's not waste each other's time. Not to say that we could be associates, we could be friends, we may not be anything. But don't waste, time is one of the most valuable things out there. You can never get that back. Money, you can make that back. Uh, possessions, anything's material you can get back. Time you can't get back. use it wisely, use it enjoying yourself. If whatever you're doing doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. Don't do it. And I know that's easier said than done. You might be stuck in something, but when you start looking at, and like to the people, like these older people who've been married, say, well, like, or are you equating something to money? Are you saying you don't want to go because of money? You might lose a lot of money, or you'd have to start over. That's the biggest thing. People say, I have to start over. Well, then that's saying you have no faith in yourself. You have no faith in the universe, the most high, that you can do it. And that's what I love to tell people. If I did it once before, I can do it again. The circumstances might be different. I might have different challenges, but I already did it once. So why can't I do it again? So understand. You were a person that used to go out and light, you were the fire. You like lit things up. Don't think that because of this heartache or what you've been through, you don't still light it up or you don't still have that light. You do not look like what you've been through. If you sat down with someone and really explained everything you went through, people are like, oh my God, I would never even expect that of you. Like you're still so, light and airy and joyous and fun and loving and nurturing. Like, how do you still show up like that? Because that's who you are. You light the world up. Keep showing your light. Keep sharing your light. Nine of Earth. My Nine of Pentacles. Everybody watch me, it's my Black Girl Magic card. And again, you do not have to be black to embody Black Girl Magic. You do not have to be a girl to embody Black Girl Magic. It's an energy. And this is a very independent, strong energy. Typically, the Nine of Earth is seen alone. It's not that they don't like people. It's not that they don't like going out. It's just that they don't, like I said, waste their time on things that they know. Like I said, if you know your path isn't aligned with anyone, you just don't waste your time. It's nothing that you're a bad person or anything like that. I just know we're not going, you're not for me. And sometimes people can see that as rude, but it's like, now why would you do something that isn't for you? Like, so a lot of times we get pressured in things that aren't for us and doing things that aren't for us. So it's like the Nine of Earth, like Nine of Pentacles knows their worth. They know their value. They aren't concerned with how people view them. The Nine of Earth isn't concerned with how people view them. That's not their main goal. So what if they're alone? Guess what? Honey, and the material realm, when it comes to their finances and their pentacles, their coins, they on point. It's businesses. They're just, reaping in abundance. That's how they carry themselves. That's what they put their focus on. They put their focus on themselves, being the best version of themselves. But they're still, like I said, even though they're alone, they're enjoying life. They're loving life. They're out there. You might see them eating by themselves at a restaurant, but still enjoying life. You may see them out at a bar, just dancing by themselves or listening to music, and they're enjoying life. And that's the purpose. Like, you have to get out there and enjoy life. You deserve to enjoy your life. You worked so hard. You work so hard to create the life that you want. So why can't you have fun? You can have some fun. And it takes time to get there. Like Pentacles, the Earth, that normally takes years. So this is something if you're not there yet, if you're just at the beginning stages, know that you will get there because it is new. Like, you have that fire, you have that passion. You know how to set yourself up for success. And if you're already there, look, you did it. It takes time. It takes focus, but it's always worth it. And guess what? When you're trying to create things and you're trying to create this better life for you and whatnot, you know what helps? Enjoying life. Laughing, go to a comedy show, dressing up. A lot of times, I'll dress up and people are like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, nowhere. Why you just felt like it? I felt like when I was younger, talking about when you're think of things when you're younger. When I was younger, I loved playing dress up. I loved playing in my mom and grandmother's makeup. I loved putting on their dresses and just walking around like that. I love dressing up. And I dressed up for me. Think about when we were younger, you dress up in the house. You dress up to play in the house. You don't go anywhere. And so somehow we've gotten this idea, when you're dressed up, you have somewhere to go, a function or out to a bar, some type of event. It's no, I literally could just be going to 7-Eleven. It's how I felt today. It's all in all how you feel. And then sometimes I don't go anywhere. And you were just like, you just got dressed. I'm like, yeah, I felt like it. You like have it all. Beauty, brains, personality. You're relating on every aspect. The physical realm, the mental realm, and the emotional realm. You have it all. Ooh, 5 of Fire and an Awakening. The 5 of Fire and Awakening, which is Judgment. And I was like, yeah, I was like, there were, a lot of people competing with you. There was a lot of turmoil, and it's almost like it sets your brain on fire. Your own fire was used against you. You were set on fire. Like, you didn't understand why people were doing this. You didn't understand why people didn't like you, why people were attacking you, why people were competing with you. You weren't even competing with them. You were just showing up and being yourself. But understand, you alone are amazing. You really are. Like I said, beauty, brains, and personality. You are a total package. And so you showing up on your worst day is a lot of competition for other people. You trigger them. You trigger their insecurities. And you have insecurities too, but they don't define you. They don't own you. And like, you've awoken to that. You've awoken to the fact, and that can be challenging. When you realize that people want to compete with you. People don't like you simply because you're you. There really is no reason. How you look, how you talk, how you dress, how you stay focused on your work and don't get distracted. You're not into the gossip. You don't care. I mean, say we all might listen here and there, but is it your main focus? No. I can say for me, an example. An example. Any latest gossip or anything even on the news, I don't know. People how do you not know? It's everyone's talking about it. It's on every station, it's on every channel. I'm like, I probably wasn't watching TV. Like I said, I might have been reading a book, or I was focused on what I was focused on. And that's what I'm saying. There could be a lot of things that go on around you, this competition, but you're just so unaware because that's just not where you choose to put your focus and your time and energy. You choose to put your focus and time and energy in making yourself a better person, to making this world a better person, a better place. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. And then watch your entire world change. It starts with you. It starts with your perception. It starts how you perceive things. And 4 of Water, and it came out reversed. My cards were upside down, but I will still take it reversed because it's just almost like you see the yawning, and then kind of see going upwards. It was before you needed rest, and you have been been isolating and staying to yourself. You don't need that anymore. Now it's time for you to come out. You have awoken. You understand yourself. You understand the gifts that you have. You understand the light that you carry, and you understand why you're running into certain things. You're not going to have that problem anymore. 4 there. It's and again, it's just a lot of hibernating. 44 could be significant, but it's just a lot of hibernating, being away, locking yourself away. But understand, because you went through this awakening, because your eyes were open to competition, things that possibly trigger other people. You're not going to fall for those same things that you used to fall for before, or the people that used to get in your way. You're not going to have those issues anymore. You're going to be able to read people so clearly. And that was the point of the isolation. You were meant to find out you didn't see how the world saw you. You didn't see how you show up in the world. You only saw yourself and the things that bothered you. And you could see other people, but you didn't see your greatness. And the point of the isolation, the point of the competition and all of that, for you to see how people view you. Sometimes it is important to take other people's perspectives and for us to see how other people view us, because then we know what we have. It's important for us to have our own self-image, but then also see how other people's are viewing us. Because then you realize, oh, I get why they're competing with me. I get why I keep attracting these people or being friends with these type of people. And it's not necessary. Okay? It's not. So, moral of this is that you need to go out. But, is there any other message? Be proud of who you are. Be proud of all the changes you've made. Be proud of who you're becoming. And know that you are independent. You are confident. You are light. Again, don't watch the fire, be the fire. Oh my God, and we got the Four of Earth. 444. You are protected, you are loved, and never forget that, okay? That's a beautiful place to end it. And the Four of Earth said, yeah, know your worth. If you want to go out, go out. You don't have to entertain people constantly. If someone's not for you, okay, I'm sorry, not interested, you move on. Do not let people influence you or make you feel bad. Be confident in all the work that you've done. Be confident in everything that you are, and know that you are protected and loved.